What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and today we have a couple of different things to talk about. This news actually came out a couple of days ago, but I never really got around to making a video on it, so we're here today to talk about the treasure map Sugo-Fest, and also this one right here, the selected Sugo-Fest, both of which are kind of interesting, specifically this one, which we'll talk about towards the end of the video. I want to get to just talking about the treasure map Sugo-Fest first, and obviously goes without saying, if you are a free-to-play player, you want to avoid these at all costs. You do not want to be pulling on treasure map Sugo-Fest unless if it like introduces a new legend, or if the legend rate is increased, which doesn't really happen on a treasure map Sugo-Fest, so you should probably avoid this one. But let's go ahead and have a look at it anyway. So let's have a look at the steps. The first one is guaranteed to be 30 gems, which is awesome. The third one is the guaranteed new chiffon, which is okay. We'll have a look at what the units do in just a minute. The fourth one is a 1-gem multi. Fifth one is a legend. We have 7 is Sanji or Big Mom. Not a fan of that. I wish it was one or the other. 8th is 1 gem, a legend or a rate boosted character, and then the 10th is also a legend. Okay, like, the steps don't seem that good for a generic treasure map Sugo-Fest. I'm gonna be doing 3 multis nonetheless, because I want to get my hands on at least one of the boosters, and then getting Sanji or Big Mom along the way would be just phenomenal. You can see there that Halloween Shanks is actually a boosted unit on this banner, which is pretty surprising, honestly. I'm actually genuinely surprised that Shanks is boosted on this banner. Considering all things, you know, he only just came out and they're already featuring him on the next banner that releases, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, Shanks is there, and okay, that's it. That's all they're really showing. So Shanks is going to be there guaranteed. We just don't know what the other 9 Sugo-Fest exclusives are going to be. But let's have a look at Chiffon. The artwork on these characters look really good too. So Chiffon is a int, free spirit cerebral, captain effect is bad, special ability reduces bind and attack down by 3, which is pretty good, and then changes empty and unfavorable slots into matching. It's okay, it's nothing terrible, I guess. I mean, look, she is a Chiffon character, which means you can put some pretty decent supports, like Legend Capone, for example, or the Dex support Rare Recruit Carrot, I believe, also attaches to Chiffon. So that's actually pretty decent, but overall, just an okay unit. She doesn't have any crewmate effects, she doesn't have a limit break. It's whatever. At least 10 turn cooldown, so at least it is somewhat usable outside of treasure map itself. So the secondary booster here is Big Mom, so she's like the second highest booster on the treasure map. So she is an int powerhouse driven character. Captain effect pretty bad. Special ability 13 turns, reduces enemies damage threshold by 5, reduces int characters special charge time by 1 turn, and gives you a 2.5. Okay, so it's a variable chain lock depending on your navigation level of the treasure map. Okay, so outside of treasure map, she's 5 turn threshold removal and 1 turn special charge time reduction for your int characters. And that's it. And unfortunately, she doesn't have a crewmate effect that resists special reverse, so you can't even use it in that like specific situation there. Not a big fan of this one either, unfortunately. I mean, she doesn't have any rumble stats or anything. She doesn't have a limit break. Yeah, Big Mom is a little underwhelming. Obviously, inside a treasure map, yeah, she's going to be really good, giving you a chain lock and stuff. But I mean, outside of that, no, she's not really that useful. And the final character is Sanji, who is an int fighter powerhouse, I'm going to guess. Fighter powerhouse int, yep, there you go. Captain effect is a fighter boost, which is bad. And then special, 13 turns, reduces all enemies' barriers by 2, okay. Locks your slots for 1 turn. And then variable color affinity depending on the treasure map level. This is not good either. Like, yeah, obviously inside treasure map really good, but outside is not good at all. Actually, Chiffon is the best unit to be used in the treasure map and outside the treasure map as well. But then again, you gotta remember, Sanji is Sanji. He has a pretty good support as well, but at least the artwork looks really cool. So, you know, it is what it is. Nothing too crazy though. So that's the treasure map Sugo-Fest there. I mean, we can go to the event information and get a little bit of info, just, you know, about the Sugo-Fest itself. It doesn't really look like much info is here. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's a pretty typical treasure map Sugo-Fest. We can see, though, that the part 2 starts on February 16th, so the treasure map will be starting then. The steps, of course. And then you got the boosted units here, so you've got pretty much all of the recent batch characters. You got all the treasure map units. You've got the Buggy, Hancock. You have Viola, Robin, and Rebecca from V3 Boa's batch. You've got Int Dofi. You've got Int NL as well. You've got Int Tashigi, Frenosuke, Viola. Wait, Int Viola. Oh, right, yeah, that's the Cerebral Attack Booster one. She's actually pretty good. Okay, it's just a pretty typical Treasure Map Sugo-Fest. Nothing really too crazy to talk about there. But this is an interesting one right here, the Selected Sugo-Fest. By the way, all of these are going to be going live, like, tomorrow. As soon as this video is up, it's going to be live tomorrow. So, you know, be prepared for it. So, the Selected Sugo-Fest is just featuring Kaido right here. But if we go to the recommended characters, there's more than just Kaido featured on this banner. So obviously you got Kaido, you've got super tight Blackbeard as well, Arlong Crew, and you've also got Sangoro, and Sanji and Judge. So a pretty interesting array of legends. The first multi is discounted at 30 gems, the second one is a guaranteed legend, guaranteed rate boosted Sugo-Fest exclusive. We'll go check out the list in a minute. You've got another legend, and then a rate boosted legend again, and then a legend, and then all wanted posters are Sugo-Fest exclusive. They're bringing it back. They're bringing it back. 8 is also going to be guaranteed Kaido. 6-star Kaido, by the way. He does not come at 5-star. He comes at 6-star. 9th is another legend, and then 10th is a rate boosted. Another legend, rate boosted legend. So, look, this is like one of those primo banners where they try and bait you before the official 6th anniversary Sugo-Fest. I would steer clear of it. I understand how much people want Kaido for those that don't have him. But I would highly advise to steer clear of this Sugo-Fest. You should probably wait until the anniversary Sugo-Fest. It is going to be lasting for 11 days, but that will be the conclusion of all of the events, and it will be the start of the anniversary. So this banner pretty much leaves as soon as the anniversary starts. So it's a little bit of a bait, but yeah, let's have a look at the event information to break down a little further what we got here. Yeah, you can see it ends Feb 25th at 1859. I'm pretty sure Feb 25 at 1900 PST is when the anniversary Sugo-Fest is going live. So another thing as well, all wanted posters, or all Sugo-Fest exclusives have a 1.5 times chance of appearing. So yeah, 1.5 legend rate, so it should be, I mean, it should be a 7.5% chance to get a red, which is pretty good. All wanted posters on the 7th are legends, and you're guaranteed to get Kaido on the multi-8. And he comes with the, you know, the moving effects artwork. He comes with max artwork, which is pretty cool. And comes with max sockets as well. Max special level. He pretty much comes completely max. The only thing you gotta do is limit break him and rainbow him out and feed candies to him, pretty much. All Sugo-Fest exclusive characters are available as of December 8th, 2020 will be recruitable. So that's pretty much everyone up until... Wait, was Smoker and Sugar out by then? It's either Smoker and Sugar's batch or before that, which would be Kid and Hawkins Sugo-Fest. So they are actually missing out on a lot of really good legends, but then again, like, what are they missing out on, right? Hypothetically, if it's not Smoker and Sugar, you know, you're missing out on Smoker and Sugar, V3 Boa, and then, I mean, Roger and Odin, this is not a super Sugo-Fest, so they wouldn't be available anyway, and the Halloween legends. So yeah, there are a pretty good amount of characters that you are not going to be able to get if you do choose to pull on this Sugo-Fest, but still... They're saying it out, right? You know, December 8th, 2020 is like the cutoff date for the legends that are available here. But still, like, all the other super type legends will be available and stuff, so let's have a look here. Let's have a look at the boosted list. That's what I'm interested in. Rate boosted Sugo-Fest exclusive. So you got obviously 6-star and 5-star Kaido. You got Blackbeard, Arlong, Sangoro, Cracker as well, Sanji Judge, that's Quick Gear 4 Luffy, Dex Nami, Frankie, and that's like the Striker lore, V2 lore. That's really, really weird boosted list. Well, I guess... I was going to say, well, I guess it's supposed to be so you can use them with Kaido, I guess. But technically speaking, you can't use Quick Gear 4 with Kaido unless if you super evolve into Snake Man. Very weird. Then you got just a bunch of generic rare recruits boosted as well. Powerhouse and Strikers, it looks like. Yeah, look, it's an interesting Sugo-Fest. I feel like this type of Sugo-Fest is a little bit outdated now. Obviously, Kaido is still good to this day, but I feel like in terms of the boosted legends that they have here and the cutoff date being so late, if this Sugo-Fest came out around Christmas time, I think a lot of people would have enjoyed that a lot more. You know, potentially, I don't know what they could have done, but if this came out like early December maybe, or around Christmas time, I feel like a lot more people would have pulled. But either way, it is an interesting Sugo-Fest nonetheless. I just don't advise you to pull. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, the only reason you should pull it is if you, like, have nothing on your account, which everyone has at least something, right? It's not a terrible Sugo-Fest, but at the same time, like, you probably should wait for the anniversary, because that's where all the big stuff is going to happen, and that's where you want to be spending your gems, right? Understandably so, if you don't have KAIDO, I could see why you'd want to be tempted though, but I would advise to probably steer clear of this Sugo-Fest. So that's the rundown of the Treasure Map Sugo-Fest and the selected Sugo-Fest. Look, I'm going to be doing 3 multis on the Treasure Map Sugo-Fest. I don't know when I'm going to do them, but I will be doing 3 multis on the Treasure Map Sugo-Fest. I also want to get a Treasure Map preparation video planned for you guys. I haven't even started that yet, so I got to get to doing that as well. But anyways, that's going to wrap up this video today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one, and leave your thoughts and opinions about these Sugo-Fests down below in the comment section. It's interesting, but I think the KAIDO banner is a little bit outdated. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and if you guys did, make sure to leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.